Alright, welcome back in the third hour of recording. Last time we ran around this place for a while and we're still here. I had lunch. I took about a 40-minute break. I had my leftover chicken wings and my nose was running, or it was. I only had 2 Cajun wings left, so that's why it wasn't too bad. I was able to get through those. I was able to get through them pretty safely. You know, they were still hot as shit, but I was alright. I did not edit, actually. I took the time to catch up on some political news that I follow. And there was a new study from Harvard talking about the inflated housing costs that we've been seeing lately, and they're talking about how a lot of people spend a lot of their income on their housing now, like almost 50% in some places. And housing... Housing prices are at, I was gonna say at, but up to the same level they were before the first housing crash, or like the most recent one back in 2007 or whatever, the recession in America. So basically the same thing is coming. That's kind of what the prediction is. And I have been someone that... Man, I really wasn't congested before, but like all the snot's draining out of me because of the wings right now, so kind of sucks. Yeah, so you had what is it? Like I've rented and stuff like that before. I've had to deal with that. What was this for? I have no way of killing it unless I crit. I'm not gonna crit, so I'm going to hit this. But yeah, I've rented, I've moved a lot, I've lived a lot of places. And there was years ago when I first actually moved out of my parents' house, I got an apartment with someone, you know, I split it, a 2-room. And in California, in a California suburb, like I was saying, a suburb outside San Francisco, I was paying $1,200 for a 2-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom. That was back in like 2010 or whatever. Can I not? Uh-oh. Oh, was I supposed to use like a shovel? Or something? Shit. I'm a little scared right now. Am I supposed to find a key somewhere? Maybe I'm supposed to use a shovel to like... Do I have to bring a key? Oh, that would suck so bad, but it's like... It's not hard to get there, you just walk up the fucking path. I'm hoping I didn't miss something. Maybe it was in the hives. Well, if we clear everything, and there are no monsters left, and we have plenty of food, I'm just gonna walk around and try and kill the... I'm gonna like pop the curios and then see what happens. My voice cracked a little bit. But yeah, this little janky apartment, 2 bedrooms, was $1,200. And it was run down as fuck. It had problems. Like the first week I was living there, we had a gas leak in the stove. Can we open this?
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Yeah, this apartment had a lot of problems. We had a gas leak from the stove. The what you call it? The fucking what is it? Like our sink flooded, our kitchen sink flooded, or whatever, and we had to not live there for a couple days while they fucking fixed it and drained the water. You know, like a lot of problems, and there were drug addicts and a meth lab above us. I didn't know it was a meth lab at first, and then I guess the cops came in and busted it up. That's how I learned of it. Alright, I got you. And I was paying $1,200 a month for that piece of shit. And that was years ago. Back then, California state minimum wage was like $8 or something. Alright. It was like $8 or something. Maybe a little more. And since then, California state minimum wage is up to $10.50. And I know that we passed like a $15 minimum wage, but that's not coming into effect till like 2022 or something. So it's gonna take a long time before we see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so... actually, I'm gonna kill this thing first. The more I think about it, I don't know if I actually can. I'm gonna try to. That was a good crit. That was worth it. Yeah, and since then, you know, wages have come up like 25%. The minimum wages increased. And housing prices have gone, or like renting prices for that same apartment, I'd be paying like $1,600 right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's come up, maybe more. I don't know. But these housing prices are just going up at fucking ridiculous rates. And wages are not. And so, my whole point is now we have this situation where people, you know, like, people can't afford housing. It's just, like, history's repeating. It sucks. Yeah, so that's my little bit of politicalness for right now. Do I have any rubies? No. No, actually, that's good. Please give me the key. Give me the key. Key, please. No further clues or loot? There's one down there, too. Yeah, so I haven't started editing yet. Like I said, I was watching some... Oh, I got completely fucked. Oh, I got completely fucked on that. My whole theory, I was like, yo, there's no way. There's no way. Is this mirroring? No, it's not. Oh, man. I'm sure someone's gonna let me know when I upload that video. Because everyone's always quick to tell me. I'm gonna head this way. So I'm thinking it's like in there or something. Just keep walking. No, don't touch it. Okay. Yeah, I plan to... I have to start working on that channel update that I want to, because it's actually going to be a big... Don't touch him! What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I don't even need this. Really? Yeah. Like, that's how far along this game is. I don't need legendary trinkets. I have like 18 of them. You know? Oh my gosh. Oh, see? That room is still, it's still showing it's locked. Oh. So I don't think that's gonna be the key right there. I'll try and just find the fucking key. The blood passes. Yeah, all my friends and I are talking about the cool fighting games coming out, like, do this. Alright, pretty good. Bleed. Yeah. Got it. Cheer. The rock. It's in the building. Alright, that thing said, oh yes, nice. I can hew. I can hew with the bandit. Knock both these assholes. And heal this thing. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky this run. I also have trinkets that I shouldn't. For, this area. You know, like I have Ancestors trinkets and fucking boss trophies. You know, the game was not balanced around this. So, this isn't an accurate representation. But if I had to, I would come in with blood charms on everyone. You know, like the normal common charms. They have like plus 20 or 30, whatever, bleed resist. I'd be using those. Because I feel like those would be really helpful in here. This is what? Up to 2? Yeah. You go for a judgment here. Decent chance to kill, not quite actually. It's alright. Get some health off. I should go first. And you should die. Pretty good. Whoa. I don't... You know what we're gonna do? We're going to... I'm gonna start kicking gold here. I don't need it. I really don't. It's just fun to have in my bag to see all the fucking gold. Like, whoa! So I'm gonna save the skeleton key. You fucking know!
Unnatural.
It's back! Oh shit! Get your ass up here. You know what, I'm gonna use... Oh, there's the chest too, so this guy's really important, I guess. Could go for... I said before burning him down is really helpful, but I'm gonna try and keep everyone healthy right now. Before the fucking... No, I didn't want that. Oh. You know, that's fine. And what is that, 10 to 17? Minus 27% protection. That's basically, I don't think they can go negative on protection. I don't think if you hit them with this, all of a sudden they take 27% more damage. I have to double check. So I'm just gonna go for this. I'm gonna start bleeding them out. Lurking fear. And then hit me with the RKO out of nowhere. 2 to 5? I can't even hurt these. Literally just doing nothing right now. Alright, well, I can still tank, which is nice. Just buff up here. Come get me, dude. No. Yes. And then, as soon as you come up here, man, you're fucked. Alright. Sure. Okay, sure. Just go ahead and dodge me. Sure. It's pretty nice now that I know how to fight this guy, though. I'm getting pretty lucky on these dodges. He's basically missed every attack he's thrown at me. I'm just gonna spam this. I'm trying to get him to... Like, if he hits me up here, it's good, you know? I got 72% protection. Come on, man! I'm marked! Do it! Do it, you pussy. Come hit me. Come hit this guy in my abs that I fucking blacksmithed into my armor, because I don't have those abs naturally. I'll tell you that. Tell you that. Yeah, just gonna keep hitting this. I think I have like... Yeah, one more turn of this. Just get all the damage I can out of it. I mean, he's going down. There you go. 7 around. 5. Submerge. That's like a 12 heal. 15 now. Heals a little more than it did. Dodge. 45 for 1 round. Stun. I don't know if he counters it. There you go. Perfect. That was the best person. Absolute best person to hit. Now you're up here. I can just fucking deck you in the face. Alright, that's fine. I'll take the crit. I will not complain about crits. Now see, if you don't... He actually has kind of a cool aesthetic, right? Because he like starts back here, moves up here, you know, and starts lurking around doing some croc shit. Then he jumps and he's up here. And I could... 8 to 15. I'm gonna stun him because he has 1 turn. That's the only reason I'm going to. He has 1 turn left. It's gonna keep him right there. He's not gonna like submerge and go back or something like that. What's this stun chance? 130? It's not happening. There's no way. Plus I have like the minus on the scroll. Getting all the damage I can. Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, like if he hit a little harder, would have got some bleed in there, and the bleed resisted. Shit. Now he's gonna start moving backwards. Nice, fine. What's up, dude? Dissection kit. Dissection. Bleed skill chance, 25% damage. I'll take that. I'll take that. And no. Chip tooth. Move resist. Wonder how I unlocked that. This place is going a lot farther than I thought it was going to, and it's funny because it's like all of this was because I missed that room at the start. Which means this is all worthless. You just want to come down this way. Especially if this dungeon is always the same. The first one was. When I cleared it again with this this file, the first dungeon was the exact same layout, so I knew where to go. Sure. I'm a little scared. This is the longest hallway ever. Just open everything. Not take this. There we go. Hunger. Naturally. Take our Snickers bars. And then when I edit and stuff today, maybe I'll do a couple videos. Maybe a couple editings or whatever. And, what you call it? What am I going to do after that? I don't know, because I want to play this still, but it's not going to make sense to. Because, you know, I'm not recording or whatever. We'll see if I get to a point where recording doesn't need to happen, if that makes sense. You know, like if I get to a point where, this guy. If I get to a point where I can just farm and stuff like that, which is always what I like getting to. There's only 7, holy shit. So I may do a target shot for the next one, we'll see. 3 of these does scare me, because these guys put out a lot of damage in a hurry. This is kind of a harder to deal with setup, for the enemy layout. So if I hit him for 1, maybe I could have stunned there. You still got some resist, okay. So that's it for 1, which it's going to, and it's going to poison him, or bleed him. And then we're good. Then you're guaranteed dead. Okay. And then I need my turn before this one. I'm focusing my priest. Oh, she's getting fucked. She's getting so torn up right now. Alright, that was good. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it still hurts. But I'd rather him get hit before anyone else. Let's go for the bleeds. Shoot the J. Bleed him out. Breaks him up. And you're probably going to kill that one, so I'm going to go with this. Then I'm going to... Is that 6? So I have no way of killing that. I'm gonna go for self-heal. I'm gonna heal... Yeah, I'm gonna heal this. Okay. It's much needed. Oh, I was really hoping I'd get my turn first. Alright, that's fine. Oh, but it moved! No! It played around! It played around what I was going to. Okay, it came back. What the fuck? What the fuck? There you go. 4 and you have 6. So you were basically dead. Just gonna try and milk it a little bit. A little bit. We shall milk. You didn't know you could milk bugs, did you? But here we are, milking bugs.
The wounds of
That was good.
war can be healed,
What?
but never hidden.
What's going on, phone? Fuck it. Let's take one more round off him. He's got 2 and he's got 2 life, so he's guaranteed dead. Nothing he can do. Let's get this going. And we shall heal here. And now we'll kill it. Get the stress off, alright. Gotta milk those turns. I'm not even gonna take the money. Oh, fuck, fine. Fine. Fine, I'll take the money. Give us the money, Lebowski. Don't touch him. You need to stop that. I fucking... Dark Temptation. Okay. I think there are too many negative quirks that do the same thing. Like, the Temptation and the fucking other stuff. It's just like, you know, Curiosity and Klepto. It's all touch stuff. But I guess that's okay. You know, they have more themes going on. Yeah, that's gonna stop. That's gonna stop right now. Oh, what? Really? 60. Okay, time to do some math. 60% chance. He's a bloodsucker. Okay. And here, I have plus 30. That's 185. And that's 60. There's actually no mathematical way he could have did that. Unless you can't go over like 90% chance to hit someone with, because you can't get over 90% chance to hit with a physical attack, you know, just like an ability. So I guess it makes sense that resist cap out at 90 for the enemy. Because otherwise 60, right? I'm not wrong, right? Plus 30. 185. Yes. Okay, so that should not have happened. But it did. Interesting. Learning more about the game. It does kind of suck too, you don't want that shit to happen. Ah, I say. Mind your manners. Ooh! Caught him looking. My eyes are up here. Slap. Sean on Marvel Heroes. Ooh. The Marvel Heroes. That's interesting. Speaking of, I was talking about fighting games, and Dragon Ball FighterZ looks pretty good. What you call it? The Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite looks okay. I'm not as hype as I normally would be. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, cut the last in between. And my friends and I, we're still going to play because we were big Marvel players, and I told the story a few times, but Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is probably my favorite game ever. Like, all of my friends that I hang out with right now to this day, I met at the arcade playing that game.
Such a terrible
And it was the first game I was actually really good at. You know, I wasn't like a top player, obviously. I was like, in terms of actual skill, I was pretty low in terms of, like, I was at the bottom of good people. You know, if that makes sense. Like, I would go to tournaments, and I could beat people. Like, I could beat anyone in the room, but I couldn't, you know, not consistently. Like, if I played them in, you know, 20 games, I'm, you know, the best players, I might take 1 or something. You know, so, but it was still good because I knew what was happening. You know, I put in a lot of time, and it was, like I said, it was one of the few games I've actually been good at, and it was fun because I went to play it again recently. And when I was playing it, it was like, oh my god, this isn't like my fucking Let's Plays, where, you know, where a bunch of people telling me, like, Shuffle, do this, you fucking idiot, you need to blah, blah, you don't know how to play, la 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 la. Like, everyone, I get that shit all the time, right? And this was one of the few games where it's like, no, I know more than you do. You know, if you want to even try and talk to me about it, I 100% know more than you do. And it was, like I said, it was fun to go back and play something you're actually good at after playing a bunch of fucking games where, you know, it's your first time playing them. I do blind runs, you know. So, you do all these blind runs and then you're not good at the games because it's the first time you're playing it. But it's, we have to take off in a little bit, aren't we? Organize my shit a little bit. Yeah. And that's what's cool about fighting games, is it's one of the few actual genres that I'm pretty good at, so it's like... Okay, I should use food right there. I don't know, we'll see. And I don't know, it's good for the confidence, you know? I don't know where else I'm going with this. I'm going to... So I could guarantee kill this thing if I hit this, and then let's do that. Okay, that's even better. That was probably the best outcome right there, because then I get this for free, and then I get Hugh for free afterwards, and then I should get another set of turns before they like they'll come out of this. I should go before this guy. I should have like 2 or 3 people before him, and then maybe 1 before her. We'll see. I'm gonna try and kill her first. Alright, pretty good. Really good. Could not have been a better fight. Like, they didn't get to play, like, I came out with more health than I went in, and probably about the same stress. I don't remember if I got any stress lowered. Holy fuck, this place. We are getting the full DLC experience right now, though. We are getting the... We are getting all of the enemies, which is cool. We are getting the blood. We are getting... Blood's pretty frequent, too, which is nice. Because we're not losing anything. No! Nice. Gotta shrug those diseases. They fucking suck. But yeah, we get to explore all the cool background stuff, get the lore. You can see like remnants of the party. Obviously, I'm actually gonna... I've been talking about doing a review for Hollow Knight, which... I haven't played Hollow Knight in a while. I tried to make an episode where I was doing the Coliseum, and I was not having fun. Because I tried to go back to the Coliseum. The Coliseum is still not fun. And so... It kind of, that was actually really weak. We can get this. As always, like, the Blight sucks, but I still have a lot of anti-venom. That was a good dodge. And most of my party's fucking cursed anyway. So it's like, what's the point? I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm gonna use the Hound Missile next turn, and then try and focus this down, and then she's gonna hit this. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna do this. Good crit. Because this puts him into death by bleed range. She's going to hit this. Should kill it. And you heal here. It's nice to feel that my ADD level brain isn't fucking zoning out right now either. You know, I'm actually able to process things pretty quickly. And that's what it feels like. Nice. You know, like everything is... My brain's keeping track of everything right now. Even though I'm talking and doing commentary, which is not common. And I haven't been diagnosed with ADD, but you can probably tell. Because I can't remember shit and... Oh, you had to touch it! Shit. Just gonna go for it. Like, that thing has to die. Good hit. This opens up Hugh. That's so good. Getting really lucky on some of these fights. Getting so lucky. Which I think is fair, to be honest, because we've played pretty well in here. If you look, we have had no... We've had no camping so far. My mouth kind of stumbled right there. I mean, I've been recording for like 2.5, almost 3 hours, so forgive me. But our stress is still down pretty far. If I brought more torches, it'd be down even further. And our health's up, and we still have a lot of food. Like, we're doing fine. We are doing fine. Yeah, I haven't been diagnosed with ADD, but I have a lot of trouble remembering shit sometimes, and pay attention to stuff, and there are a lot of people that when they're talking to me, I cannot focus. Like, if someone is talking to me for more than a couple minutes and it's not engaging, like, I'm not discussing with you, like, you're just talking at me for long periods of time, and you don't know how to keep it interesting, I literally just can't focus. Like, my eyes start, like, you know, fading out or whatever, getting a little fuzzy, and it gets harder to hear it, and it doesn't matter how hard I'm trying either. That's the thing. It's just like my brain is going, nope, and just making sure that I can't do it, and it sucks. I'm not gonna bleed. I'm gonna heal and kill these. That's like my best bet right now. But the flip side to that is when my brain is able to focus and do things and stay active and keep track of stuff like it's able to right now, I try and make sure that I can do everything that I can. Like, anything that's productive, I try and use these opportunities to get them done.
Impunity.
Oh, and I get the stun. That was such a good roll. I think he's... Oh, is he craving? Shit, I didn't notice. Okay. I'm sitting here talking about, I remember everything now, and I just didn't pay attention to that. Because I was so busy on what I was saying. But, like, right now, all my turns, like, 1 or 2 turns before it's a character's turn, my brain already has it figured out what I'm going to do. Which, I don't know. I guess it's obvious sometimes, but...
The bigger
Wow.
the beast, the greater the glory.
Just leave our stuff open. Do this. But yeah, so Marvel Infinite looks alright. I'll play it. I'm hoping the leaked roster is not true because I don't like the characters they're showing, or like that that were leaked, because most of it is the Marvel 3 roster, and I'm like, you know, some of those can come back and that's fine, but I don't need to see all those. I don't need to see Chris Redfield again. Like, why do I have to see Chris when you had Wesker and Jill? Jill was a really cool character in 3, but they didn't use her properly, or like she just never saw enough play because she wasn't cheap enough. Basically, that's what wins in Marvel games. Okay, don't I know people like to call those games cheap and stuff like that, but it's really what wins is the good shit. And Jill had some pretty tricky shit, but not enough good shit. She wasn't unfair, and that's why she wasn't tournament viable for most players. I say people. Really? That technically helps, because it lets him hit that. I got max damage. Holy shit. But like... Oh, protect me, sire. Chevalier. Protection. Oh, does this force him to protect her? That's interesting. I don't think any other monsters have that mechanic where you like... It's like the Antiquarian, because she makes you protect... I don't know, maybe they have that. I don't know. Bleeding for 2, which means if I hit for 3, he doesn't die. So if I hit for this, that's closer to guaranteed. Oh shit. Fuck it. One more bleed. You got it. I'm doing it, coach. Put me in, coach. I do miss the Marvel memes for Sentinel, because everyone wanted Sentinel to be, you know, good like he was in number 2, and he was okay. But that's the other thing too, in Marvel 3, like a couple weeks into the game, or yeah, I think it was a couple weeks into the game, the first patch they did, they took Sentinel from like 1.3 million health, which was the highest in the game, to 900,000, which was about what Wolverine had. And you're like, why the fuck does a giant robot have the same HP as a fucking X-Men or whatever, like a person. And where it does kind of make sense is that if you look at the old X-Men fucking cartoons, they shred Sentinels like they're no problem, so maybe that's canon. But anyway, they called Sentinel like Whackbot and stuff because he stopped being good. You know? He was still pretty good, it's just that his low HP was... Like, his low HP and his giant size just made it really easy to hit him. And once he was hit, he was basically dead to most characters. But he still put out a lot of damage and had a lot of utility and stuff like that, but, yeah, every time... Like, once people started dropping him from their lineups, you know, you'd be in the streams, and every time Sentinel would come in, they'd put, like, the Mr. Destructoid face and be like, put me in, coach. I got this. You know, they're trying to use the robot voices. And the lines trying to make it seem like, come on, Sentinel. You can do it. Speaking of, Evo's coming up in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. I've never been to Evo. My friend Perry's been. And I've had a couple other friends that have been there. And I want to go at some point, but I haven't been in, like, tournament shape for a fighting game for fucking years. Like, since 2006, 2007, something like that. But I don't know, it'd be fun to go just to see it, because now Evo is like a big convention. It's not just like the tournament, it's like there's shops all over the place, everyone's trying to peddle their merchandise, you can meet, you know, your favorite fighting game esports athletes, for lack of a better term, and you know, game developers are there and stuff like that. It's good. It's a good thing for the scene, which we have to thank Sony for basically buying Street Fighter. As much as I hate it, Sony made it so we're all okay now. What am I gonna do here? Dog missile. And maybe Hugh or something? I don't know. My stress is coming up there mostly from the... From the hallways. It's not that there are a lot of stress attacks going on. There are a couple, but not that many. Then I might Hugh. Oh, you didn't die though. No. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen her yet. Oh, she looks. Ew. Ew. Gosh, these things are so creepy. They did such a good job. But you know what? This actually. Oh, she healed. No, I don't want to be digested. What if they are sponsored by Pepto-Bismol and they just spat pink shit on you? Yep. That should be... yeah. It's the best way to kill it. The most guaranteed. Oh. Mario. Let's see. I don't know where that came from. Don't judge me. Okay. Even though I feel it. I feel you judging. I should play some Gwent today. I haven't played Gwent for a few days. Like, once I unlocked rank, like rank mode, I played ranked a few times, and I was really happy with it, and then I just stopped playing. And I think it's because Nilfgaard isn't that good. I love Nilfgaard. Yeah, I'll take this too. Their, like, reveal archetype isn't the strongest. Then I guess their tempo... Okay, so Curio and then battle with Curio. And I don't have anything to clear the fog if the fog is there, so we're gonna take this way. For one, there's no battle. Two, I can clear the trap with the Houndmaster. Hopefully. Get some stress off him. It's kind of the goal, is like a double deal. Mario Kart Double Dash. I was playing the new Mario Kart 2 at my friend's house, and it's actually the 8 Deluxe. It's actually pretty fun. I was playing Villager with the fucking pirate ship. Just because I love pirates, and Villager is just funny for the memes. So that's what I was doing. But yeah, when Evo comes around, it's gonna be I'm gonna try and invite a couple of my friends over to watch it or something like that, and it'll be Kind of like our Super Bowl. You know, I don't have a giant TV. I have a 40. My TV's like 40 inches. You know, it's solid. It's pretty old too. It's got the LCD lights, which we don't do anymore. And this doesn't say like. Oh wait, no. It's like move to room with curio because I have the option to do it. Just go there. We're gonna have to start considering a retreat at some point just because the stress is getting too high. You know, I don't really have any ways to combat it anymore, and then we have this shit. Well, we get to learn what this does if we can't get through it.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Are you? that decided it for me.
Great adversity has a beauty. It is
Regroup.
the fire that tempers.
That was really long. We'll get there. I'm coming for that ass, dude. Doesn't look like we have more stress and stuff like that. Actually, we do. We have a little bit here. Aaron got negatives. You got a positive. Eh. Weird. We'll see what happens next. I mean, that's an interesting thing to do with the fog. Actually, I didn't look to see if it put all the stress on my other person.
Horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing.
Ooh.
I could not look, nor could I look away.
Buy a couple of these. And this. It's nice having money. Alright, so with this, let's see. What I want to point out, this is just worse than Martyr Seal. You see, you get more Deathblow resist with this, and HP. Which you could argue you may not want the HP with how the Flagellant works, but I still think it's a bonus. And at the very least, if you just take those two things, you know, if you consider those two things, that's one thing. But then you look at what the Martyr Seal does. You get bonus damage and crit when you're dying, you know? So it's like, I still think this is the better trinket by quite a lot. So it does take invitations. You see, this came up to high, and that's when I started running into all the dudes dropping the trinket, or the invitations and shit. We'll get there. The other thing, too, that I like is, I'm assuming that, let's say we can't kill him. You know, like, let's say we can't kill the Baron. It's like, we can keep going there, though, because it's like a repeating thing. It's not a randomized dungeon, so it's like, I'm assuming that if I can't kill him, I can just run over to him. My chair's creaky as shit because I started moving. I'm going to heal this team up, because they were doing fine. You know? They're doing pretty good. They're all cursed now, which fucking sucks. Have to get that off. Actually, that's not a big deal, because there's just bloodlight, not torchlight. All four of these guys need to get healed up. And maybe I should just throw them all in the same spot. Get your ass whipped. Get healed. None? Really? Whip you too. Just get to whipping everyone. Oh, you have to go to the brothel. Fuck. For now. Alright, so I'm gonna heal those guys up. And I'm going to... I don't know, I'm just gonna grind a little bit, do some editing, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I might record again today, I don't know. Haven't decided. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.